Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I just wanted to do a quick update on some info that I think is good if you're into researching signals and want to take an active role in some of the targeting. So I wanted to share with you what I found for a receiver and for an antenna setup for finding very low frequencies. So I'm going to pull that up so I can share the link with you today. Okay, so the receiver that I found is on airspy.com. And if you go to their website, you click on products. Sorry, you click on airspy.com, purchase. Let me see. I'll just leave the link below. Basically, the receiver is the AirSpy HF plus Discovery. So it was listed on RTLSDR.com as one of the receivers that can obtain the lower frequencies. So a lot of our biosignals are below the kilohertz range. They're in the hertz range. So you really need very low frequencies if you want to, monitor those and see what's happening to your bio frequencies real time. So that's why I wanted to get it, and I wanted to see if I could pick up what they're doing with that. So that is that. So AirSpy Discovery Plus is the receiver. So if you Google AirSpy HF plus Discovery, then it should come up. And then the antenna is the U-loop magnetic antenna. So you can get it on Amazon. You don't have to wait a month to get it on rtlsdr.com. They do sell it there. I did get it there first, and then I searched for it later on Amazon and got it there because it's a 2-day delivery on Amazon, and the one on rtlsdr.com takes a month to get in the mail, so it would take a month longer. So that's why I switched and got it from Amazon. So those two are the setup that you would need to be able to use for very low frequencies. You should be able to use that in Matlab. So that's what that's the hope. I'm gonna try to do that next is use the receiver, the AirSpy, and set it up in Matlab and try to do more analysis. I'm still going through the book that I did a video on recently. So it's the Matlab book. Thought I had it next to me, but I don't. So it's this book. Here it is. So it's the software defined radio Matlab book, and you can get it for free on desktopsdr.com. Just go to that website. You can download the book for free. Matlab's, I think, like $120, so it's kind of pricey, but it will allow you to do signal analysis, and it allows you to do the scan sweep, which is a lot faster than writing down individual signals one by one. So that's helpful, and especially if you want to employ, other kinds of processes to learn what kind of signals are around you. It's really great because you can run different computer code if you know computer code and stuff like that. So that's that. And then I'm going to try to do more research on electrophysiology. This is the book that I just read from. So that'll be posting before this video posted. And so this really tells you about what's going on with the bioelectrics in your body. So this tells you um, how to map like electrical stimulation in your body, and it tells you kind of what they're doing, like how they're hitting you in certain ways and stimulating, your central nervous system. So I'm definitely going to research this more and try to find applications to block what they're doing still. So that's really the goal, is to just learn as much as I can and then try to find applications to block what they're doing, because it's torture and it's wrong. So that's really the ultimate goal, is try to help us, as a community, people that are suffering from electronic torture and, from these criminal activities. So um, definitely a good research. So electrophysiology, definitely research that. If you haven't yet, it'll tell you a lot of information. I just got this book. I really like it. So I'll be reading a few more chapters in this book. I'm not going to read all of them because it's just too technical and it's just boring. So I'm not going to read all of them, but I'll post a few of them, the ones that I think that are important to help research. Also, I'm going to put a link in the description below to a biomed book that I found that has some frequencies. So that should help people if you're doing more research with frequencies too. So it tells you the bioelectric action potential frequency, the electroneurogram frequency. It tells you the frequencies for your different brain states, so delta, theta, alpha, beta. It tells you your visual potential, your somatosensory, your auditory vortex. Your auditory potential frequencies, your electrocardiograph frequencies, and your single muscle fiber frequencies. So there's a lot of frequencies there. So if you are doing frequency research, hopefully it'll be a reference for you to use. Also, I posted on Twitter the frequency for audio spotlight is 21 kilohertz through 28 kilohertz. When I looked it up for the Frey effect, it said the repetition rate of 50 hertz with pulse width between 10 to 70 microseconds was what they used for the Frey effect. So there's some differences there. And I'm wondering, because there's such a difference in audio spotlight and Frey effect, I think, I'm not certain, I need to do more research on this, but I think Frey effect is perceived sound. So, and then I think audio spotlight is just spatial sound. So I think they would be modulated different, but I'm not certain on that. I need to do more research to know the difference and the difference in types of waveforms that they use to be able to isolate that. So I don't really know. If anybody has any technicals on that, drop a link below in the comments. Also, okay, there's a website called opencellid.org, and it lets you know where your cell towers are around you. So if you are thinking that you're being hit with microwaves from cell towers, then that'll tell you the distance, and it'll tell you the IDs. So if there is a fake one being set up, then you'll be able to distinguish between the two. So opencellid.org is a website. There is an app on Android, and it's called MC Catcher app. So IMSI Catcher app. And you can download it, and it alerts you to malicious fake cell towers trying to do man-in-the-middle attacks on your phone. So that's something that you can download if you have the Android phones. I downloaded the one for iPhone, but it's not very good. It's kind of it's really bad interfacing. Uh, it's not really worth $2, so you're better off just looking on OpenCell ID for the one on iPhone is called EMF towers. So I looked up MC catcher and EMF towers came up and it was like $2.99 and it's not very good. So I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know the one on Android, but I'm sure it's better than the one that was on iPhone. Um, okay. And also the range for medical radio frequencies. So if you think you have an implant, then maybe if you're doing signals research, then the range for those are 401 through 406 megahertz, 413 through 419 megahertz, 426 through 432 megahertz, 438 through 444 megahertz, 451 to 457 megahertz, and 2360 to 2400 megahertz, and 915 megahertz is also known frequency that medical devices emit at. So just something to be aware of. Like if you think you spot one of those, then it's also the range for TVs. So it could be a TV broadcast too. So just be aware of that. What else did I want to update you on? I think that's all I have for now. Okay, so on my EMG project, I have a EMG project from backyardbrains.com and I couldn't get it to work. So I emailed them and hopefully they'll help me figure out what's wrong with it or send me a new one. Because it's supposed to be able to pick up your EMG, your muscle responses. So I was going to put it on my auditory cortex. So I had electrodes behind both ears and hooked up to this, and then an EEG headband to be able to pick up the spikes from this, but it's not working. So I don't know what's wrong with it. But in the course of doing that, I have found a software that basically works kind of like a spectrum analyzer for biosignals. So they have a software on their website that's called Spike Recorder. So if you Google Backyard Brains Spike Recorder, then it should bring you up to this download, and I'm going to share my screen with you really quick so you can see what it looks like. Okay, this is what the Spike Recorder looks like, and you don't have to have the Spiker box to use this, is what I figured out because it works off your microphone. So it's a great tool because you see on the bottom is the fast Fourier transform, which is the signal waterfall. Just removed it. Okay, so there it is. I brought it back up. So you can see the waterfall on the bottom is the fast Fourier transform indicator. And what that is it's picking up biosignals or signals in the range from 0 to 40 hertz. So that will show you kind of your biosignals because that's the range your biosignals are in. Your heart beats at 1, 2, or 3 hertz. So that would be your range of biosignals. So you can use this maybe and pick up auditory, information from the Spike Recorder. So I thought it was good. I know a lot of some people analyze audio, so it might be good to analyze this audio because it allows you to record and save. So That's just a little piece of what it looks like. So anyway, I thought that was good. I thought that'd be a good, useful tool for people to download if they wanted to try to analyze audio. You can download Audacity and take this recording into Audacity and see, just manipulate it and see if you can try to pull anything up and after cleaning it up, because I know a lot of TIs do that. So anyway, that's it. That's it. That's pretty much my updates so far. I'm hoping to get the receiver in soon. So I'm continuing to study and I hope everybody's doing okay and it'll pass. We're getting there. So slowly and surely just chip away and just stay positive. I know it's hard. I have the same problems. I have those moments. So I'm really sorry. And there are people out there every day working for solutions and you just have to have faith and keep your hope. We're here for you. I'm here for you if you need me. I'm at TIville Tweets on Twitter. You can comment below and I will get back to you. So anyway, that's it for my updates. So I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.